Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you I have a Dungeons & Dragons video. But today's Dungeons & Dragons video is going to be a bit of a different pace compared to what I normally do for Dungeons & Dragons content, because today I have a story for you. And it starts with a group of friends, a party of friends, exploring some secluded woods. As they were exploring, they would come across a cave entrance. The party thought about possible glory and riches that they could find within the cave itself, but unknown danger awaited them. As the party explored the cave, they would be ambushed by a large group of goblins. They would clash with the goblins with sword, axe, and spell. And soon the fighting stopped, and the party stood there, battered but victorious. The party itself would continue exploring the cave even deeper, looking for more riches and glory to be found. But they would actually come across something curious. Instead, they found a little baby goblin baby. It was defenseless and green-skinned baby boy. Goblin, the party's wizard, said that he would take the child and raise it as his own, stating that it would be wrong to leave it for dead. So Godwin would scoop up the baby goblin and return to his home in Summerdale. Godwin named the little goblin Gibo, and he would teach Gibo many things. Gibo grew up to be a happy little child. I guess you could call him a child for being a gremlin or goblin, even if the other children were mean to him at first. However, over time, the other children actually learned to accept Gibo. And Gibo generally grew up with a very happy life. He saw Godwin as his father, and he helped Godwin around his store, called the Smoking Toad. Gibo even was a high respected member of Summerdale. However, time comes for us all. Godwin's passing greatly hurt Gibo. It was a pain and sadness that he hoped he'd never experience again. But Gibo soldiered on and continued being the owner as the Smoking Toad, as he wants to keep it open in the memory of his father, Godwin. Now, the reason I did today's video and kind of did it a little differently is because a while ago I did a video titled Creating Useful NPCs. And that's essentially one of my useful NPCs that has sort of an extensive background of his growing up and how he ended up being the member or the owner, sorry, not member, but owner of the Smoking Toad in Summerdale in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And it's actually really interesting the first time I ever pulled out Gibo on them, and they go into essentially the Wondrous Treasures store, which is what the Smoking Toad is, in Summerdale, to find a goblin running the store, and let alone a highly intelligent goblin that's actually well educated. So a lot of people, the players actually found it interesting and actually fun, and he's actually a pretty useful NPC and has actually given some players quests to find certain items and to investigate rumors and things of that nature. So just a little bit of a background story, an example background story, if you will, for creating useful NPCs. But anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed the story of the wizard and the goblin. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful day.